me out in the crowd. I've been looking at the sky, gonna scatter me high. Forget a hearse that I never tried. I've got a night lies, cat's eyes. I'm using everyone who's never running away. Yes, I'm back. Yes, I'm back. I'm back. Oh, yes, I'm back. Well, yes, I'm back at work. Yes, I'm back in work. Yeah. and put him in control. Watch him become a god. Watch people's heads roll. A roll. A roll. Just like the Pied Piper, it rides through the streets. We dance like the marionettes, swaying to the symphony of distraction. Acting like a robot. Its metal brain corrodes. You try to take its pose before the head explodes. 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 Just like the Pied Piper, it rides through the streets. We dance like a marionette, swaying to the symphony. Just like the Pied Piper, it rides through the streets. We dance like a marionette, swaying to the symphony, swaying to the symphony of distraction. The earth starts to rumble. World powers fall. I'm warring for the heavens. A peaceful man stands tall. Just like the Pied Piper, it rides through the streets. We dance like a marionette, swaying to the symphony. Just like the Pied Piper, it rides through the streets. We dance like a marionette, swaying to the symphony, swaying to the symphony of distraction.
Hey, y'all.
Hi.
What's up? Dun 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 dun.
How's everybody doing today?
Everybody good? Everybody dandy? Well, that's good to hear. So, Darrell's in Florida. He went back to Florida.
I went back to Florida. I just loved it so much I couldn't stay away. No, actually, I'm down here working. I'm in Fort Lauderdale, close to Fort Lauderdale. Literally, it was a 10-hour drive. We drove down. Oof. Me and my work compadre, whose name is also Eric. So it's like Eric and Darrell and Eric. I'm sandwiched by Erics.
Your brother, Eric, your other brother, Eric.
Yeah. But yeah, it was a 10-hour drive, which is just too long to drive anymore. I used to love driving, but yeah, I don't know. It's crazy.
Yeah, a lot of driving within the last couple weeks.
Yeah. And I've been on the road now. Like I spent all last week an hour away from Atlanta on a job, staying at the Ritz-Carlton. It was, it's a fancy resort, but still like, you're in the middle of nowhere and you're there for work. So like I just go back to my hotel room and I just sit there. And that was all week. And then I came home on Friday. I had enough time to like unpack, wash clothes, pack again. And then boom, got in a van, drove for 10 hours, got into, we're staying at like an Airbnb, brought the bags
you drove
in.
A van? You drove a van all the way there? Oh, okay. Like a rental?
A van full of gear.
Oh, okay. Huh.
So we brought all the gear to do the job with. Unpacked my stuff.
A poorly packed van full of gear.
Ladies and gentlemen,
a poorly packed van.
Eric Field.
I'm sorry.
That's true. That's true. Things may have shifted during flight.
Yeah.
But anyways, 10 hours driving, got in, unpacked, set up to do the stream, and here we are. But it's a really cool what I've seen of it so far. It's a cool house, and I can't wait till tomorrow because like there's a lot more house in the darkness that way. This is just like a little front house. I don't know, but
weird.
But I recorded a little video just to give you guys a little idea of where I'm staying in Florida. So
cool. Yeah. All right, let's check this out.
Just arrived in Fort Lauderdale at our Airbnb or VBRO. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's kind of a cool, funky place. So I just thought I would make a quick video of it, do a little tour because it's kind of cool. I have no idea what it's going to look like in the daylight, but here's what it looks like at night.
Wow.
There you have it.
Fancy. Super
That's
nice.
that's the digs for the next week. We're here until Thursday. So
Okay. Very cool. Is there a beach nearby?
so Miami proper is like I think 40 minutes away. I think it's like 40 minutes to South Beach.
Oh, okay.
I mean, but like you just go, what is that? East. You go east probably like 20 minutes and we'd be in Fort Lauderdale Beach.
Oh, okay.
So, and we already talked about, see, I have actually never really been to Miami and we're so close. I got to find the time. I got to get there. Even just like for like an hour or something. I
I know. Yeah.
I just
never
wanna-
been. That'd be
I just want to go to where Sonny and Crockett were hanging out.
Crockett. I want to go to the Keys. You know, every time I
Yeah.
see pictures and video, it's like the water's so blue and super clear.
I want to drive that bridge, the bridge from True Lies.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one. Oh hey, yeah. Space Boy, Space Cowboy 2K.
Sweet.
Dude.
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, man. Getting it rolling. Let's see. The Florida Keys Bridge. So that's the long bridge that connects the first. Let's see here. That would be this long. Oh yeah, it's like a double action. It's like dueling actions.
Yeah.
Oh, one for walking and one for driving. Are they serious? Why are there
They have a
people
walking
on it?
one? What?
Like jogging, running, or something?
miles long.
I mean, you can walk. It says it's only 7 miles. That's like the
Oh,
it's like the
7 miles?
Eminem movie. That's like the mom spaghetti. So look at that. People are just running on this thing. Oh, that's crazy. So is that what you want to do, or do you want to drive?
no, I want to drive it. I'm lazy.
But yeah. Well, that's cool. So are you gonna get seafood and stuff again? Seafood it up. Get some of that. Oh, what's that stuff we really like? The tentacles. The calamari.
The tentacles. Yeah, calamari.
Yum. Yums. So what are you actually doing there? Is this like a live streaming event or an event you're covering, or is this like something like a interview type situation or a movie or?
No, this is for
Oh, we got another one. Yeah.
Space Cowboy. Thanks, brother. You want to drive to that Scarab, Tina Turner boat, tan wicker shoes. Come on. Come on.
Scarab. What is the Scarab? Let's see. Florida Keys Scarab. Here's what comes up. It's a mixture of boats and scarabs.
Oh, nice. A type of beetle.
Oh,
Mostly
look, that's a scarab
Mostly
boat.
associated- Oh, a scarab boat. Okay, I didn't know. I don't know a thing about boats.
Scarab boats for sale in Key Largo. I assume that's what you meant.
Tracy Lee, what's happening, darling?
Hey. What's up? Oh, Darrell, you're gonna say what you're gonna about to do over there.
AJ Mason. Wow, what's up,
Hey.
buddy? Thanks.
Yeah. Thank you, AJ. Nice. Very, very kind of you.
Indeed,
Excellent.
indeed.
Okay, so what are you planning on doing? What's your work there?
So the work, it's a company that does outreach to youths to try to get youths into the construction industry. It's a thing called Construct Reach is the name of it. They have partnered with Target, and they do events all over the country. I did one in Chicago. And now we're down here in the Fort Lauderdale area.
Okay.
So they set up 2 tents in the parking lot of a Target. And one is like the main stage where they're doing all the like presentation. The other one is a room for like vendors for like construction companies to set up things. And, you know, they try to get like, it's mainly focused towards kids like coming right out of high school.
The youths?
To try to bring them into the youths. Yeah. To bring them into the construction industry because they're seeing a lot of drop off. So a lot of people are retiring. You know, they're hitting retiring age. And
Jamie J.
Who's
Blaze.
this?
Nice. From Canada.
$2 Canadian.
When are you homeboys getting channel memberships? I don't know. We're actually we're tossing around the idea, and I think months ago when we figured out what it was, we were thinking, I don't know, maybe a good milestone might be like 100K subs or something like that. You know, because if we start doing a YouTube membership thing, we're gonna make it super crazy, and we want to make sure there's enough audience out there to enjoy it before we, you know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know, 100K. What are we at? 70 something? 73K subs. So if we get the number to 100, we'll most definitely be doing something. Anyway, we can talk about that later. In fact, I don't think we ever brought that up, but we'll definitely be revisiting that. Maybe it'll allow us to go to more locations, more states or something too.
Yeah.
Then we go to Keys.
You know, we talked about this, and I think we should really put our heads together and do it. Like, plan like our first meetup in Huntsville well in advance, so that anyone that's within a reasonable driving distance could make it.
Mm-hmm.
And we could do it in our hometown. So, you know, we know the places to go. And
yeah. I think that's how we'd probably warm it up, is like do a meetup in Huntsville, do a meetup in Atlanta, and then just see how they go. Play some games, do some hanging out, drinking, I don't know, something. I'll think of some activities.
Playing some games. That'd be fun because I want to play Guillotine again.
Yeah, Guillotine. Yeah. That'll be coming up on our vlog, on our videos. By the way, Scarab, as I saw in the chat room, is this excellent man's freaking boat. The Crockett.
the Crockett.
That's whose boat it is. He had the Scarab.
Isn't that a cigar boat?
1986 Wellcraft Scarab.
Huh.
And I totally forgot. Because
Again,
I don't remember a lot of details
about
about Miami Vice, but anyway, we totally missed that reference earlier. See, if that was on a 80s trivia quiz or something like that, I wouldn't have gotten that right.
Yeah, I wouldn't have gotten that one at all.
Which, by the way, I have 3 things planned for tonight. One's a trivia thing. One is a crazy song trivia thing that I have something planned for. And then the third one is, oh man, what was the third one? It's something weird. It is a, I forget. It's something weird. But anyway, but actually, let's get on to one of the topics here. watched a couple of movies this week. Or actually, let's do some news first. The news.
Okay.
Dum, 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 dum. And the news this week. David Lee Roth announces his retirement.
Oh, retirement. I saw this. Yeah.
Apparently,
well, of course, because
seen
Larry posted it.
He saw our Aging Metal Bands episode and Space Cowboy, what up? Another
Googled
5
Scarab.
because you Googled Scarab. Yeah. Nice.
Dude, you're hilarious. I love Space Cowboy. It's funny.
So this week, so he's gonna retire. He has like 5 more shows. He's got a contract to do some shows in Vegas until like January 5th or something like that. He's got a New Year's Eve one.
Yeah.
And so he's still gonna be doing it.
My 46th birthday.
Yeah, right. That's true. Which is kind of cool. It's kind of like if you want to see David Lee Roth for the last time, or if you've never seen him, this is your chance. I've seen him before live. He's great. The younger version, was excellent.
Mandy, that's hilarious. That's actually a good point. David Lee Roth retiring from what?
Nice. That's how you go. Hey, ha, ha, ha,
Yeah, from
That's like the lyrics from his new song.
He's retiring from what was it? Stepping over the dog to get to the refrigerator,
Right.
or stepping over the laundry to get to the garage.
Right. Yeah, like I just wonder if he saw Aging Metal Bands and was like, wow. Wow.
Whoa, like
Maybe I should hang it
I
up.
think it's really time for me to hang it up, man. Yeah,
Pretty much.
they're right. Like I'm washed up.
That's how he said it. So yeah, poor. That's this could also be one of those excellent Diamond Dave ploys to get everybody to get in the door and get those tickets, because next year he's like, well, I've decided, and because of the
the amazing
outcry and
response.
exactly,
Yeah.
and then I'm going to be back, and so never say never, like the Goonies.
He's got it made. He's got it made. He's got it made.
The
out for time.
other thing, let me load this up. This is awesome. Okay. So, where?
Well, let me
ABBA.
pull up and take a look.
ABBA.
Whoa!
New album.
Oh, ABBA! Right.
Breaking new album coming out. They're going back on tour. They haven't made a studio album in 40 years.
40
and they just
years.
decided to come out with this album. There's a little documentary. It's like 4 minutes long. It's on the official ABBA channel, but it's pretty cool. They're just kind of talking about how they decided to just make a song or two, and then that kind of led to 3 and 4, and they're like, why don't we just make an album? Okay. So they started making an album, and then as a fast forward here, they started thinking about how to do the live performance, what amphitheater to make, or to visit, and they decided to make an amphitheater. And literally, they decided to just build one from scratch.
They built an amphitheater to play in? Why?
Because they're billionaires. I don't know. And they decided to 3D model themselves to have a virtual 3D younger self skipping and hopping around and dancing to their motion capture selves behind the stage. That's so crazy. So there they are, all mocapped up.
What?
I know. So you're going to get some like high-tech super trooper like modern disco.
Super Trooper. Da, 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 da.
Which is totally weird. And I love the ABBA. What was it? The ABBA
Erasure, ABBA-esque.
Oh, that was actually good too.
Right.
What was Double Platinum, or what was it? The ABBA Greatest Hits. I guess it was a ABBA Greatest Hits album or something like that. The Gold album, maybe. That's the one I listened to all the time as a kid.
That.
Yeah, and that obviously had like all the good hits on it and stuff. And I think I might have tried a different ABBA album, and I was like, well, I don't know, not as good as their Greatest Hits. But anyway, thought that was pretty cool. It's gonna be pretty exciting, but it's in London, so
they're only playing London.
Yeah, that's what they said.
So
not London, somewhere in England.
They built this amphitheater in London, and that's it. They're only going to play there.
I mean, that's all the video said, but I don't know. There's still a while. I think it's November is next month is when the album drops. But I'm not sure about like when the tour, all the tour dates and stuff. I don't know.
I want my TV.
Also in other news, another news. Johnson is in the house. Yeah.
Ocean Man video. I don't know if you had thought about talking about this, but I thought we might like talk about a little behind the scenes of Ocean Man, since that was our latest video.
Yeah, for sure.
So I've been super stoked.
Oh, we got another one from Space Cowboy 2K.
Ocean Man was 100.
David Lee Roth is retiring so he can snort Boniva with Sally Field. Side note, hilarious Black Sabbath story on YouTube. Oh, is this like the ID to go check out? I will go check this out. I shouldn't do it right now on the stream though, but excellent. Black Sabbath story.
So yeah, I've been super excited about the responses I've been seeing about the Ocean Man video. Like, yeah, like people were like saying, I had a bad day and then I saw this and it totally changed, how I felt. And, it's like, wow. And it was just like, such a fun, silly thing that we did.
It was a secondary idea because we had already started shooting a music video. One that's kind of like, I guess I would say more serious, but I still don't know about that adjective. But it's not goofy and colorful like this one. But so, and then Darrell, like we were listening to Ween a lot on the trip. Yeah, and we were listening to Ocean Man a bunch of times. We'd be singing it, and I think you're just like, we should do this song. I was like, yeah. I mean, basically just exactly like that. I was like, yeah, that'd be cool. And then we just went on listening to the song and singing. And then later we're shooting the other music video, and they were like, hey, let's shoot some shots for Ocean Man. Okay. Yeah. And we're already on the beach. We're driving by the beach every day. We're living on the beach. I mean, the beach is easy access. So, and it's very easy to find patches of beach with nobody there at all. Like long patches of beach that are a national. Well, what we did was actually illegal, but we'll get to that if that's part of the story. But that's why you don't see anybody in the shot. But anyway, one of the questions I saw was that from Tracy, who was flying the drone?
Yeah. So yeah, the drone shots were fun. When we
you did them.
when we decided to do that video, like I immediately like could see like, okay, so for the main shot, it's like, person singing foreground, person playing guitar in the background. And then because it's the two of us, of course we were like, well, we'll each do it, and then we can flop it to make it visually interesting for the cuts. So that was the bulk of the video, right? That's your main shot. So then,
oh yeah, you're talking about like this shot here. Yeah, when it flips back and forth. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, we sang the whole song with him in front, and then sang the whole song with me in front.
Right.
And then we edit those. Those are the master coverage, I guess I'd say, right?
And then, of course, I brought my drone, so we knew we'd just like do some flyovers and stuff, just to get those cool vantage points. Yeah. But I remember thinking, most of the time when you use a drone, you want it to be moving, to do that cool stuff. But what isn't always obvious is to use it statically, right? Because now essentially you have a crane.
Yeah.
So
right.
It occurred to me, oh wait, we could get like a really cool shot straight down, us laying on the beach. So you get that real visual, the sand and the water and everything.
Yeah. And you were doing like a digital zoom out, like a fake zoom out, so it's not like this, not like the drone was moving in that shot. It's like a fake.
Right.
But yeah, these shots were great. Yeah, look at that. That's really cool. And the water there obviously is so green, right? As opposed to the Keys or somewhere in the Caribbean where it's blue.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's very green water. But very nice though.
And then so one aspect of the drone is like it doesn't have a lot of auto functions. You can't like set waypoints and then let it fly itself. So you have to physically fly it a lot. And it does have a few auto things, but you're still like, you have to set it and go, and then it does it, and you've got the controller. And what I wanted to do was I didn't want any distractions. I wanted that that raw environment look. So frequently, like in that top down shot, like we're laying next to each other. I hit go on the drone, and I had to set the remote down. Well, in post, we just digitally erased the remote control.
Yeah,
from
it was
every
actually
shot.
sitting. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Even the big sweeping ones, we just erased the remote control. So you don't see that element.
It's sitting between me and Darrell right there, about waist high. It's just sitting there in the sand, and then Darrell erased it digitally and tracked it. So it's like you don't see it, so it looks nice and clean. And these shots, well, that's not a drone shot, but
yeah, the sweeping ones where it's flying around us.
Yeah,
just during the solo.
Like one of these or something.
Yeah, that one.
That was a nice zoom out. Yeah.
And it was right at our feet, and even at the very far away shot, when it was just like a cluster of pixels, it was all it was. I went in and removed it.
Cluster of pixels. Yeah, this the store at the beginning. So I added rain, color correction to make it kind of, added some flashes and some thunder sounds. That's all digital. It's all fake stuff. It was raining, but this was one of the clear days. All of a sudden, they were like,
yeah,
well, thanks for being clear on the one day that we actually wanted rain. And I was like, we were eating breakfast that morning. I'm like, please rain, just start raining just a little bit. Like, let me get just one shot. That'd be awesome. Didn't rain. And looking at this view, the sky was all nice and blue right there. So I had to fix that and make it all gray. And Darrell, you mentioned that. You're like, hey, that looks a little blue. Can you kill that?
It's too blue and looks nice and pretty, but
Yeah, it looks too nice.
The interesting story about the intro with the gift shop was like we had already shot the video. And it was the next morning. We're leaving. We're done. We packed up the condo. We were like, hey, let's go to breakfast at our little breakfast spot that we found that we like. And then we're going to part ways and go home. And so we're doing the drive through the state park, like kind of near where we shot it. And I guess I just had it on my mind. And then suddenly I was like, wait, I got this idea for how we should start it.
An actual like storyline, somewhat.
Yeah.
Like a super 80s cheesy kind of story, or 90s maybe too. Yeah. Yeah, it's totally fitting though.
And yeah, because it kind of tied in with our experience that week at the beach where, you know, we go to the beach and then it rains all week.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, why don't we like start it with like, it's raining and you can't go to the beach. So all you do is you hang out in the gift shop, but then you find this magical object that shows you that world of what a perfect beach would be like.
What it would be like. So in this shot, you can see this that I was like, that's very interesting. I wonder what's inside of it.
He bought the damn box.
Oh. Yeah, I freaking bought it. It's empty. Because we let the Ocean Man out already. It lives on YouTube. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, it's just like a bunch of shells, right? They're all like glued together. I don't know. It's kind of cool. I like boxes, so.
Drew L nailed it.
What did he say? What, where? You keep reading there. Yes, that's true.
That's exactly why he bought it.
Someone's saying Delta 8. That's funny. Hey, look. Ow. I just ate a face. Anyway. Yeah, might be why I bought it anyway. So, yeah, that was really cool. So, the next one is going to be, I don't know, coming out probably a couple weeks or something like that. We're going to get back to the actual Florida trip itself. And because there's still all these crazy stories and stuff that we want to show you before we start talking about it. Because like there's some more stuff about Ocean Man that we would love to talk about, but it's so much more epic if you see it, you know, on the video.
Yeah.
So anyway. But
and I also thought, Eric, like Ocean Man is the first original music video that we've done since I think we were kids.
That's true.
We finished Space Cowboy.
Space Cowboy definitely referencing Portlandia, not putting down your treasure chest, matey. Matey. Portlandia. That was from Portlandia.
Wait, what was?
You keep your weed in there.
Yeah.
You can put your weed in it. Oh yeah, I thought that was from a SNL skit. Yeah. That's where I remember it. It was like it was like a pawn shop or something. I can't remember. It's been a long time. My great grandmother eats Delta 8s. Nice. Hey, it's legal in all states. Well, actually, I think there's a couple that have banned it now or something. But anyway, you were saying this was a music video that we finished that we had.
Yeah, I'm saying this is the first original music video that we've done since like high school or maybe high school. We did finish Duran Duran.
Right. I was going to say that's the only one that we kind of like, but it wasn't original. We were redoing our own.
Yeah, we were picking up where we left off. But this
Right.
is like completely, hey, let's do a music video from scratch.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. That's true. Well, we're on the train then because we got another one coming and
Yep.
we got ideas for lots more. So, yeah. So much easier to edit these things than it was back in the 80s. Oh,
Of course.
God.
Oh
Oh my God. It took us so Nine Inch Nails one from the 90s. That was so difficult.
Weeks.
Yeah.
Weeks.
Oh, and it was just like so way more complicated than it needed to be. But anyway, hey, here's a
That's
thing.
true. That's true. Oh man, Liz just pointed out that we did that one with Shakira.
Ah.
That was like early 2000s. What? David Brown, what is up, dude?
Yeah.
Okaloosa Island, Fort Walton, Navarre. Fuck yeah, great
Nice.
videos. Long live the most beautiful beaches in the world. And thanks for the memories.
Wow,
Thank you,
thanks.
sir.
Mr. David Brown. Yeah, Fort Walton, Navarre, that little area. And there's something. What's to the right of Fort Walton? Because we were talking about this while we were there. Because there's something else. Because there's Pensacola, there's Navarre,
Pensacola.
there's Fort Walton, and then there's
Fort Walton.
there's one more thing that we went to at one point. I forget what it was.
Well, and then,
Something.
further down is then like Destin, right?
Oh yeah, was it Destin?
Destin, and then where I used to go a lot with all the Huntsville crowd was like Grayton Beach and the whole 30A thing.
Grayton Beach, yeah. Oh, Destin, yeah. David Brown's like Destin. Hello, yeah, yeah. So yeah, we'd been to Destin, and then beyond that, I don't know. I usually stay in that little area anytime I ever go to Florida. Like the one time I went to Orlando to go to Disney World, but I mean, that's different. But yeah, love some Florida action. I was going to get on to something else, which was, what was it? Yes.
Oh, he's got something, ladies and gentlemen. Something hot. It's going to set on fire.
All right. So I can already explain kind of what's going to happen here with just the sound because we're about to travel through time. And this is a new Broadway show. And can you guess what this musical might be?
Back to the Future,
Yes.
the musical.
Going back in time. This is crazy. It's a brand new, like this was perfect. Okay, so there's already been an Evil Dead musical. Now there's a Back to the Future musical. I'm done. That's it. Only needed 2. That's perfect. I honestly don't need any more. I'm done. That's it. I'm done. See you around. So this is it. I want to play the trailer because I just discovered this like 2 days ago or something. The trailer came out like a week ago, so this is pretty new stuff. I'm super excited. It looks great. The actors look good. The voicing sounds very accurate. It's really cool. Anyway, I have the whole trailer here. I don't think we'll get a copyright notice for this, but here it is. I'm going to play it. Here it is.
Just arrived in Fort Lauderdale.
Great Scott!
Good evening. Dr. Emmett Brown, and this is my time machine.
A time machine?
You're a slacker, McFly. Face it, you've got no future.
I'm gonna get back in time.
1955?
Hey, McFly, I thought I told you never to come in here.
If they don't meet, they won't fall in love, they won't get married, and neither you nor your siblings will ever be born.
You don't need money, don't take fame, don't need no credit card to ride this train. It's strong and it's sudden and it's cruel sometimes, but it might just save your life. That's the power of love.
Book your tickets yesterday. Man, it's freaking epic, dude. I mean, that's great. Bring it on. I don't really have anything to complain about. Like the remake of the music, the voices, everybody looked the part. The props weren't cheap looking. The sets were nice. I mean,
the guy who plays the Crispin Glover thing, like his hair was
wasn't it
perfect.
great?
It was
and
like
the way he just stands, and
identical.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's all greased up. Freaking great. I love it. But the thing is, let me go to the website real quick. The thing is, it's in London.
Oh, really?
So we got to go there to see Back to the Future and to see ABBA. So if you'd like to see E&D,
let's organize a trip.
And,
Yeah.
we're going to be doing some of that. And you know, their whole website's pretty slick, actually. They got a lot going on here. Obviously put a lot of love into this whole production. Also, check this out. I'm wearing the shirt. Da, 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 da. 88 miles per hour. Anyway, that's freaking
London.
Great. Love it. Freaking London. London, get a rope. Maybe we should do a little intermission. Because I got a crap ton of stuff, and I don't know if I have enough time to like really get into all these things. So.
I thought you were saying, I think it's about time to do a intermission because I got a crap.
Oh, nope.
I gotta drop a big old deuce.
I guess I could get a little bit there. But...
Ladies and gentlemen, Eric Fields.
Speaking of deuces.
It's the Eric sandwich tonight. That's right.
Nice. It's like a panini.
Yeah.
1.21 gigawatts. Okay, we got a special intermission here. Oh, hey, but before that, Space Cowboy 2K has this to say. Down. I ran out of dollary dudes. Dollary dudes.
Eric 2. Eric 1, Eric 2. Eric 1, Eric 1, Eric 2. 1, 2. 1, 2.
Get those subscriptions rolling, dude. That musical ad is 88 miles per hour. 8.8 miles per hour. That's a very slow one. So Space Cowboy would be on for some E&D membership. We would like to think we would like to do that. We have some ideas. And since actually last year, we've actually been talking about since last year.
We've been talking about it for a while, yeah. But
because we're like, well, Patreon or YouTube membership? That's kind of the question. It's like they're both kind of the same.
The question.
Yeah. So,
but for something like that, you really gotta think it through. You gotta make sure that you're providing people's money's worth, right? So you got to make sure that you got what.
And we want to make sure there's enough people on that side that are interested, because we could easily take all of that time and effort and just put it towards public videos rather than, you know what I mean? So it's kind of a balance on our side too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if we reach 100,000 subscribers, I'd say that there's at least enough people in the, that enjoy our channel that would consider something like that. That's my thoughts anyway. Is Eric a pre-recorded illusion? Yes, I am.
Yeah, I think he
I'm
is.
able to interact.
Eric is a
if I'm here.
pre-recorded figment of my imagination.
Eric 2 is a clone. Oh wait, which Eric was he talking about? There are 2 Erics now. So Eric Fields needs to become
Eric
a regular
2.
part of the show. Eric 2. Whoa, 2 versions of Eric, mind blown. Yes. Well, I think we are going to do a little
Drop
bit
a
of the old
deuce.
intermissions. All right, intermissions. There are no punk CDs in this one, but there is one extra special little feature starring a certain U.S. president from the 80s that you might enjoy. But anyway, we will see you right after this. Stick around.
Think fast. Let's do it.
A is for apple.
J is for text.
Cinnamon crunchy apple jack. It's the one that's appley sweet.
Apple Jacks is cool to eat.
We got some sweet moves with apple jacks.
Real apples and cinnamon make Kellogg's Apple Jacks an appley sweet part of a complete breakfast.
Appley sweet apple jacks.
People are always asking me weird questions. Are you a robot? Can you move at hyperspeed? Are your eyes green lasers? Do you have superhuman strength? Have you ever blown a fuse? Now it's time for me to answer these questions once and for all. Unfortunately, I haven't been programmed for the answers yet. Please stand by. Please stand by.
Tiffany
Please
Brissett
stand
is
by.
Vicky the Robot on Small Wonder. Today at 5 on Fox 11.
Sega brings you major fun and games like R-Type, 8 levels of action, 8 monsters to destroy. Golbelius, a wild adventure in the Valley of Doom, and coming soon, Roston, where you're a barbarian bounty hunter. Each sold separately only from Sega. Major fun and games.
Next on Night Court, watch the Legal Eagles soar like turkeys.
The stunt of the century.
And on Beverly Hills Bunts, Hollywood wants Norm.
Come on down, Norm.
Then on Miami Vice, a mistake on death row.
They're gonna kill somebody that I sent up. There's something I'm not sure he's done.
Tonight.
A double pleasure's waiting for you. A double pleasure from Double Mint Gum. A double great feeling, making you realize Double Mint's the one for you. Double fresh, double smooth, double delicious to chew. A double pleasure is waiting for you. Double Mint Gum. A double pleasure is waiting for you. Double Mint Gum.
Looks like Daddy's bringing home the barbecue. A big sack of McDonald's McRib sandwiches. Grilled pork and that sassy sauce. Tempting, huh? Like a barbecue in a bun without the bones. And with a big icy Coke, it's, well, you're only human, huh, Daddy? Chomp. The good time, great taste of McDonald's McRib for a limited time. Only at McDonald's.
The diamond rings, yeah, you make a lot of money and you make it fast. You get busted, you going straight to a jail cell, man, it's going on. Police are getting serious, I don't mean to diss, but you gotta get out of this. Straight up, man, it's a known fact. It ain't enough money that can get your life back. Straight up, freeze. Straight up, freeze. Straight up, freeze. Straight up, police. Yo, little brother, what's up with these drugs? You wanna make a lot of money and be a thug? You want these fancy cars to flaunt your money? But then you go to jail like all the other dudes. Straight up, it ain't cool. You know it ain't safe. So you got a 9mm in your face. It's a game you can't win, so don't try to play. Let's spread the word from New York to LA. We're here to tell you that drugs sucker for sucker. Straight up! Police! Straight up! Straight up! Freeze! Straight up!
How many reasons can you think of to watch the Saturday night comedy?
3 good reasons.
No, there's 4. First, the Fax Girls clown around. Then 227 Sandra gets around with John Houseman.
Holy smoke.
Then Golden Girl Blanche fools around.
Holy Toledo.
And on Amen, the Reverend finally comes around.
Holy mackerel. Saturday.
Kids, help! Time for a balanced breakfast with Cheerios.
You got to go with Cheerios, and the Cheerios that help you grow. Even your Cheerios.
Do you believe in magic? You will with your next box of Cheerios. Free inside is a magic trick, like this disappearing coin trick. 7 tricks in all, 1 free in marked boxes of Cheerios. Now do you believe in magic?
You bet I do.
Come on, number 4, number 4.
It's 4, 2, 3, 6, 5, and 8 next.
I'll pass them.
Yeah, the French
Good evening. Usually I talk with you from my office in the West Wing of the White House, but tonight there's something special to talk about, and I've asked someone very special to join me. Nancy and I are here in the West Hall of the White House, and around us are the rooms in which we live. Nancy's joining me because the message this evening is not my message, but ours. Despite our best efforts, shortages of marijuana are now being reported. From the early days of our administration, Nancy has been using marijuana on a daily basis, and her personal observations and efforts have given her such dramatic insights that I wanted her to share them with you this evening. Nancy? 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 I think you can see why Nancy has been such a positive influence on all that we're trying to do. The job ahead of us is very clear. Nancy's personal crusade to expand the use of smokable cocaine, otherwise known as crack, should become our national crusade. In this crusade, let us not forget who we are. Drug abuse is a freedom that is ours. You are Americans. You're the product of the freest society mankind has ever known. No one ever has the right to separate the drugs from the customer.
Say yes to drugs to the point of making others uncomfortable.
Think for a moment how special it is to be an American. Can we doubt that only a divine providence placed this land, this island of freedom, here as a refuge for all those so-called drug criminals who yearn to breathe free? Tonight, I can report to you that Vice President Bush smokes marijuana regularly. And there's one more thing. Nancy and I are hooked on heroin.
To young people watching or listening, I have a very personal message for you. Every time a drug goes into a child, it's exciting and stimulating and rewarding. Don't cheat yourselves out of this promise. So, won't you join us in this great new national crusade?
God bless you, and good night. Nancy?
Holy crap! You're watching Eric and Darrell. Holy crap!
Hey, kids, want to have teeth that shine? Then do what I do to mine. Open up. Learn to brush with little strokes at the gum line. Up and down, back and front, not across. And after brushing, rinse them. Then pull down between with dental floss. Every day you must protect them, or else cavities will wreck them. Decay may strike in some forgotten spot. Be fair to yourself. Take care of yourself. Remember, you're the only you got.
It's gonna be a golden Grahams day.
Look, it's honey.
Honey!
And we've got a date to skate, but first...
A kiss of golden honey makes you smile and wanna say. Tastes like honey graham crackers, crispy, crunchy all the way.
Oh, yeah!
It's gonna be a golden Graham's day.
Tastes like crisp honey graham crackers. It's a golden part of this nutritious breakfast. Now we're rolling.
It's gonna be a golden Graham's day.
Busy walking, busy crawling, busy snuggling, busy fussing, bouncing babies, bouncing babies. They will move into your heart and give you love right from the start. Bouncing babies, bouncing babies.
Bouncing babies may be 6 inches small, but they can do it all. Walk, snuggle, fuss, and crawl. No wonder they're so busy.
They will move into your heart and give you love right from the start. Bouncing babies from Galoob.
Shiver me timbers, boys and girls. I got a secret to tell you.
I got a brand new phone line starring me, Popeye, and all me buddies, of course.
Oh, Papa!
Yeah, boys and girls, call now, and I'll tell you about our adventures. Plus, every caller gets a special gift.
That's right. It's Popeye's birthday, but you get the presents. Oh, I'm so excited.
Remember, kids, call now and celebrate Popeye's birthday.
That's right, boys and girls. We're waiting to hear from you.
$2 the first minute. 45 cents each additional minute. Children, get your parents' permission before you dial.
Switch on Chargertron, robots like you've never seen. Switch on Chargertron, supersonic machines. Rev the meter till it's red. Launch out the tracker. Switch on Chargertron, now it's an attacker. Switch on Chargertron, always changing, rearranging. He's surprising. He's disguising. Chargertron.
Chargertron. There's Protagatron and Antagatron, each sold separately.
Get ready to feel the heartbreak of rock, an incredible new music collection of rock's best heart-wrenching hits. Together for the first time, feel the pulse-pounding songs from Pat Benatar, The Motels, In Excess, Genesis, and Eric Clapton. The best remedy for a broken heart is to revel in all the great music. Heartbreak Eggs. Rock is forever. Rock on with Heartbreak of Rock. Call the number on your screen now to order Heartbreak of Rock on CD for $17.98 or cassette for $15.98 plus shipping and handling. Or send a check or money order to the address shown. Call now.
1 Zulu Niner pre-flight check.
Roger, Tower.
Turbo A.
That's a go.
Turbo B.
Check.
Cycloid control.
A-OK.
Rapid fire.
All right, let's fire it up.
The NES Max, only from Nintendo.
Next, Night Court meets her honor.
You're not used to being in a position of punishing anyone. You get used to it.
Then Beverly Hills Bunce takes a long ride to a short shootout.
Freeze!
And on an all-new Miami Vice, Crockett meets the Bullet.
Ready!
With his own name on it.
It's a possibility that he may be paralyzed.
Tonight.
challenge is ice hockey. The power is Nintendo. It's as slick as ice, as fast as fury. Throw in your shoulder, dig in your blade, blast it in, or be blown away. Ice hockey. Now you're playing with power.
We guardian angels face a devilish crisis. There are too many fatherless kids down there and too few of us to go around. So I'm enlisted big brothers as deputy angels to handle the overload, to point a boy or a girl in the right direction, to give them moral strength. A little attention can work miracles. To join up, call Catholic Big Brothers at this number. You know, when I was down there, I was a big brother myself. Wouldn't you like to earn your wings?
Tuesday, Brother Ray meets Sister Mona.
Let me tell you about a girl I know.
Get down for a special Who's the Boss? Then, there's no slumber at this pajama party.
What's going on? Nothing.
Growing Pains. Tomorrow.
And we're back.
We're back.
And we're back.
We're back.
We are back. And I have this much beer left again. When I left this show 15 minutes ago, it was there. And that's because I just drank it during the break and then I filled it right back up.
Well, but then you drank that top part again.
Yeah,
down.
I drank that much again.
So you essentially drank an entire one of those since the break.
Yes. And since I ran out of time, I guess I'll go ahead and fill it back up again. I'm serious too. I actually did that. I'm not joking. I actually did that. There we go. Because we were having so much fun during the intermission and watching the
we were enjoying that fucking Nancy Reagan and and Ronald.
Ronald McDonald.
Nancy and I are hooked on heroin.
Smokable cocaine.
It's fucking smokable cocaine. You mean crack? Yeah, that was
awesome.
pretty funny. Hey, shout out to Brody. What's up, buddy? Long time no see. I feel like you haven't been hanging out with us recently.
Cheers.
You love metal. We love that you love metal. And thanks for being with us.
Yes. Cheers to you, good sir.
Cheers to you.
So, what did you guys do during the intermission? Intermission. You guys just chilling?
Did anybody go pee-pee?
A couple days ago, I watched a movie. Not just one movie, but two movies.
I never watch movies.
And then I watched a third movie. Okay, so the course of a week, usually at night, we watch some kind of TV show, or maybe like Kim is watching a show and I'm not really paying much attention to it. I'm on my laptop and I'm working on something, or just, I don't know, whatever. But sometimes I'm like really fully into it, 100%. Put your phone away. I'm just like, I want to watch something. I'm in that mood. And we have a drawer that's dedicated to popcorn. It's my popcorn drawer. I always have it stocked, right? So I'm like,
so
going
wait,
for the popcorn.
is this like you go into the kitchen and you open this drawer and it's just like popcorn? It's like already there. It's just like you just reach in.
It's already pre-popped.
Does it have like the layer of butter on top? Like, how does that work?
No, so it's like a
Does the bottom of the drawer have this like big grease stain from all of the butter?
Sandra Jones. Make sure you check your Insta messages soon. Oh, yes. I owe her a picture to do for us. It's a picture of both of us at the beach. We have a couple of cool beach pictures that, dang, I was going to put on our Instagram this week, but I didn't do it. So I think maybe she'll do a big mural of us. Maybe that's what you're talking about. I don't know. I'll check my messages though.
And let me just make a quick statement here. If you ever try to reach out to us and we don't respond, we are super bad at checking like all of our outlets, like the messaging side of it. Like even our email, we have a Eric and Darrell Gmail account. Like I maybe check it once a month. And then I realize, oh shit, like, a bunch of people have emailed us.
I'm right here and you're literally not talking to me now. Right now. You're literally ignoring me.
God. Yeah, you're right though. 'Cause I meant to mention to you that we had an email about somebody who wanted to use some of our footage for an HBO documentary.
Oh, right.
So you need to check your email. But anyway, yeah, stuff like that happens. But anyway, but thank you, Sandra Jones. So, what was I saying? Something about
I rudely interrupted you, and now you'll never. Okay, good night, everyone. Yeah, that's it. That's the show.
I'm going downstairs now.
I'm gonna take the elevator.
Oh dang, that's fancy. Ooh, dang. Oh, bye.
Bye.
Elevator got weird.
That's a terrible elevator.
You have to hunch over. Okay. So someone was asking me what beer I'm drinking. It's the beer I always drink every time I drink beer.
Why is that a question? There's only one answer.
Unless if I'm with Darrell, I'll drink something different. But for the last
21.
Let's see.
Not 90.
Do some calculations. 1976.
Fuck.
Plus 21 is 1997.
Right. So 96, 97. And that was how long ago? 24, 20. So yes. For the last 25 years, Eric has been drinking the same beer.
24 years.
And to really confuse things, so Eric too, like we go to the store and what does he get? He's like, I gotta have my Bud Light. And I'm like, you're fucking kidding me.
Nice.
That's all he drinks. I didn't even tell you, but that's
awesome.
all Eric drinks.
Wow.
Man.
It's
revealed
like
apparently.
Literally the same person.
Whoa.
Nice.
That's
yeah.
Whoa, he just poured a whole bunch of Bud Light cans into a big thing
Like Viking style.
to make it look impressive, but it's not. It's just as shitty as
impressive. It is super impressive. Space Cowboy. Yeah, that email. I revealed
Eric's got to stick together, right?
To you guys, so I could join you on the show. And
cheers your Bud Lights together.
Where are they?
Oh yeah, there you
go. Nice. Yeah, it is an Eric thing.
It's an Eric thing. It really is an Eric thing.
Bud Light for $2. So anyway, Space Cowboy has been emailing us, and we haven't responded because we don't check our email.
Oh, shit.
He's that guy from HBO that's been asking for our footage.
Yeah.
We had an email from a McDonald's campaign. I didn't sign an NDA, so I can talk about it. It was a McDonald's commercial, like a worldwide campaign from.
But we talked to them, didn't we?
Yeah, we talked to them.
Yeah, we talked to them.
Yeah, and then we talked to an agency that contacted us to get the contract for a McDonald's commercial. And then all of a sudden, the next day, we get another email asking us the same question from a different production company, meaning they were also bidding on the same campaign and also wanted our footage for a commercial they were competing with each other. So I was like, I don't know, man. I let them know, and I was like, but I got this other guy over here offered me this much, and I inflated the number. And then they're like, oh, well, we can surely give you this then. I'm like, I don't know. I'll think about it. I go to the other guy. Anyway, it's pretty good to have the footage that everybody wants. Yeah, we get all kinds of weird emails. Anyway, I scrolled up, and guess what?
What?
Duct Tape Pilot reminded me of what I was talking about. The frickin' popcorn drawer.
Oh, yes, the popcorn drawer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's full of pre-popped popcorn with all the
salt and the
I
layer of
fucked it
butter.
up. I fucked it up. He was talking about reality, and I'm like dreaming big, because I'm also imagining like there's an element underneath it, and there's like a chute, and then there's like this contraption, and it pops some popcorn and injects it into the drawer, so there's always fresh popcorn, and the drawer is like insulated, so it constantly keeps it warm. There's like heating elements that.
Oh man, it's
like all built in.
That would be an awesome freaking drawer.
A popcorn drawer.
Yeah, that's a true.
I bet we could sell the shit out of this to like rich people for like millions.
Millions.
We need to do this.
But my meager popcorn drawer.
Yes. Yeah, your popcorn drawer is just like where you store the unwrapped microwave popcorn things.
The little pouches, with saran wrap or whatever,
and you have to unfold them and put them face down.
Right, you put them out there. You hit the popcorn button. Actually, I hit $2, 2 minutes,
and you got to listen for when the pops stop popping within a second of each other.
Yeah, when they slow way down and you don't hear a pop for a good second or two, time to freaking abort. But but my popcorn drawer is basically like I'll get the big family size, the 24-pack. I'll open it up and just dump them all in there. So the drawer is just, you open it up, there's just a smattering of just like little bags everywhere, and you're like, oh, I'll choose that bag, put it in the microwave. Anyway, that's not really the story I was trying to.
Do you get a variety pack of popcorn, or do you like different types of popcorn?
No, I like I don't like theater butter.
Orville Redenbacher?
It's terrible. I like.
That shit is just grease. It's just oil.
Yeah, it's nasty. I like regular butter is fine. I'll get. There's a couple of different brands that are okay that don't have like all these weird chemicals and trash in them. There's a couple of good ones. The Kroger brand is actually pretty good too. It's a generic Kroger brand. I know it sounds dumb, but it's got low salt. I don't know. It tastes good. But I always Google the ingredients. If I see a long word in the ingredients that it's just like tetrahydro or beepa acid, this and that, now I'll Google it. I'm like, what is this? I don't want. If it's going to enter my body, I need to know what it is, right? Space Cowboy. Since when? Space Cowboy. I'm going to make a shoot vid and call you two out because I am the cream of the crop.
Is a shoot vid a specific thing that I'm in my elderly stage of life not aware of? What the hell's a shoot vid? I don't. What is that? I don't know.
Maybe it's just I'm gonna shoot a vid, or I'm gonna make it. Well, you did say make.
I'm gonna make a shoot
vid. So maybe you just meant to say I'm gonna shoot a vid, calling you two out. Because I'm the cream of the crop. Another reference we don't get. God, Space Cowboy. He's all about like he is the master, and we are the student.
We are but the Padawans.
That's all I need to say. No words, just that. Okay. what I was actually getting at the whole time with the whole popcorn deal.
How else can I derail this? Let's see.
I'm sure in lots of other ways. So
continue.
The purpose of eating the popcorn or getting excited enough to open up the popcorn drawer was the movie I was about to watch. No phone, no laptop, just me, my popcorn, and the movie. Tell me a story. I want to soak it all in. And the movie that I watched this week was Short Circuit.
God, I haven't seen that movie since it came out.
Johnny Five Alive.
I don't think I remember the actual plot to it.
Oh, hey, let me jog your memory here because we can surely just check out the trailer real quick, right? Just to remember the characters and the actors that were in it.
Yeah,
excellent movie.
Now, wasn't hold on before you go on? Wasn't who was
the lead? Police Academy.
Yes.
There's a hint.
Yes.
There's a hint.
Yes. Okay. It's who I thought. But it also has, is it Jennifer Jason Leigh?
Oh, the girl? Oh, dang. I forgot her freaking name. Breakfast Club.
Yes.
Right? Oh, shoot. I forget her name.
She plays the weird, like, because she wasn't really a goth, but she kind of has that gothy vibe.
Right. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, she's cool. But yeah, everybody.
I want to say that it is Jennifer Jason Leigh.
Is it? Possibly so.
But then
anyway, Steve Gutenberg.
What is his name? Steve Gutenberg. Thank you.
Yeah.
Shoot vids are those monologue dialogues that what would fuck stars made
WWF
with Mean Gene Okerlund in the 80s. Okay.
With the monologue dialogue.
I'm still confused.
Mean Gene.
Who is Mean Gene?
Mean Gene? You remember Mean Gene?
That's a wrestling thing, isn't it?
Yeah, you remember the dude? It was like a referee guy. You got to remember him. Remember him? There he is, right there.
I switching over. Oh yes. He wasn't that mean.
No, I don't know why they call him Mean Gene, but whatever. But yeah, he was the guy, man. Funny. Ali Sheedy. Oh, was it Ali Sheedy?
Oh, it was Ali Sheedy. Fuck. Wait. Is that accurate?
Yeah, that's her.
Ali Sheedy. She was always kind of yes, that it is.
Breakfast
Ali
Club,
Sheedy.
yeah.
Wait, who's Jennifer Jason Leigh?
Oh wait, she got with James Franco. James Franco's like half her age.
Oh, Jennifer Jason Leigh was the fucking. Oh, I see why I confused the two. Yeah, they're very similar.
Oh wait, which one are you talking about?
Jennifer Jason Leigh.
Oh, Jennifer Jason Leigh.
They're very kind of like, I don't know how to describe it, but they're like.
We're getting asked, you guys stoned? No, this is just us. Oh no! So I'm watching her currently in a show called Atypical on Netflix. And
that is atypical.
And Kim is watching a show with her. What is it called? With something else. So she's like always on her screens for some reason. I don't know. And like her older years, like she's had so much like. face surgery. That's kind of like her smile is kind of.
Have you seen St. Elmo's Fire yet?
No, because
I haven't
nobody wants to
either.
scream it.
I haven't either.
I want to see it still.
That's like one of those weird lost 80s movies I haven't seen.
That everybody loves the theme song, but nobody's ever seen it.
We need to find it, and we need to do a watch party on that.
Yeah.
St. Elmo's Fire. Here we go. That's what we're doing. I mean, at some point, not right now.
Yeah.
Later.
Angela's saying they talk slowly. Are you talking about us? Is that because you guys think we're on weed? We're
Talk
really
about
not.
us.
Angela.
Yeah, if
Samantha.
I was on weed, I'd be like,
that's cool.
oh God, they know. They know. That's what I'd be.
Let's just go downstairs.
I can't walk down the stairs. I have to take the elevator.
Let's see. What's the oh shoot. Nope. Okay, there we go. Yes. There's the face. Okay, anyway, so let's watch the trailer for the freaking Johnny Five Alive.
I'm sorry. I feel like I interrupted you. You were talking about your popcorn drawer.
Yeah, but that was like an hour ago.
What about that? What about
that? Was like years ago. So I was popping the freaking when I get the drawer open, that means I'm going to pay mad attention to the screen.
Oh,
and what's on the screen and what story I'm about to be told.
Yeah.
And that story was a tale about a government robot weapon that suddenly came alive with an AI that was developed by two nerds that had a heart for this robot named Johnny. Who's Johnny? She said in her special way, Space Cowboy!
I'm Neil Diamond. I will smack you in the mouth. Come on, sweet Caroline. Don't be that way.
Neil,
we're coming to America.
Neil freaking Diamond. Let's see. How old is Neil Diamond right now? Is he still alive? Yeah, he's
probably in his 70s.
Oh, is he playing Vegas?
Probably
with Diamond Dave.
Probably not.
Probably not. That's an epic pose. I like that. Okay, let's freaking watch this thing. Let's refresh our memories and get all up in some Johnny. The big question is, who's Johnny?
Oh,
beautiful. Nice. So yeah, that's it. It was pretty epic. It was actually it seemed like it was such a higher production than just a bigger, I don't know, like the effects seemed pretty legit. I know it wasn't so much actually a robot, but a puppet, but it was a very well done. Like I want to watch the behind the scenes because I'm like, that was, there was plenty of shots where they showed the full body, driving around, walking around. They had to remove some wires, but that kind of stuff's hard to do in the 80s with film. Computers sucked back then. So
I don't remember
crazy.
how I came across this, but I don't know. Earlier this year, somebody was talking about shooting locations, showing, back then versus now. And like Ali Sheedy's house from Short Circuit was one of them. And I think it's somewhere in like Oregon or Washington State, somewhere in the Pacific Northwest.
Oh, okay.
But they were showing photos of it like then and now. I was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I hadn't thought about like looking up shooting locations from Short Circuit.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was a really fun movie. The ending was a little anticlimactic because they kind of like ride off in the sunset and everything's happy and you're like, but everything just now got good. I want to see what happens. And it's like, and then...
Well, that's what's Short Circuit 2 is for.
Yeah. And then I'm like, oh my God, there's a part 2. I definitely have to see that. So I went ahead and grabbed that. So we're going to watch that soon. And because it definitely leaves you with more, wanting more. It's almost like they knew they were going to like, kick butt and know that there was going to be a part 2. But and Space Cowboy, by the way, thank you so much for a super chat during the trailer. He said Neil looks like he's got a riddle for you if you want to cross a bridge. Oh, was that this one? Yes. Oh, here he is with the hand. He does the hand thing a lot, doesn't he? Yeah. Oh, there's the hand thing. That's kind of cool. But thank you, sir. But yeah, so I watched that. Input. Need input. He's out there and like read all the books. Need more input. Excellent stuff. Love it. So then I watched another movie. And that's when I won't play the trailer to because there's no way to do that without getting copyright. Already tested it. But it was Saturday Night Fever.
Oh.
And so obviously, not 80s, but I wanted to just kind of like that's not even from the movie. Yeah, Beatles, ABBA, right? And that's what got me like thinking about ABBA this week. It was like, watching the movie, it was like, okay, the most epic things were the dance floor shots.
Of course.
The whole set. It was interesting when they walked around, they would always have the camera low to the ground and shooting straight up when they had crowd shots, like people walking through a nightclub. Because I was very curious about like how you do that is when you shoot long and you shoot through the crowd, it gets messy and I don't know, it's hard to kind of focus on one subject. And they always would shoot it low to the up. So what they did was they ended up like decorating the ceiling really interesting. Like they had all these little shiny balls hanging down, and they made the ceiling very interesting because they always shot low to the up. So Travolta walking around always looked powerful because it was shot low up to him. So he's like walking through the club like this, and you always see the ceiling. So I always noticed they did that consistently all through the movie. They never gave up with that. Every time you're in the club and somebody's walking around, they're going to shoot it low to the ground. And then they had this one wide view that is showing on the screen right now where they would dance, and it was epic. I mean, if you've seen the movie, most people have seen it, but it was like just crazy, right? Crazy shots, like just insane moves. Like obviously it was really choreographed and it's just friggin' insane. So that those parts were really cool. The rest of it really was a downer. Really kind of sucked. It was like the family, he lived with his mom and his dad. He lived with his parents. They sucked. They were always like real negative people, always like just angry and just like everything sucks and you suck too. All of his friends were all jacked up too. All of his friends just either wanted to like snort coke or do speed or just rob somebody or beat somebody up. It was like, really? This is a freaking, the whole movie was a super downer. There was rape too. lots of violence. It was just unneeded. It was just like, what is this? And then he'd go to the club and it's like, oh, this is awesome now. So I think it's just like, if you want to enjoy the movie, just watch the scenes in the disco.
But Eric, you just described exactly what the movie is about.
Yeah, it was like the seedy outliers of like people going to the club in the 70s, I guess, or something. So
right, first of all, you have to take the movie into the context in which it was made. It was made in the 70s.
Right.
And you have to really understand the purpose of the film. It was to show a slice of life of that time where,
you
know, like the world is like crazy and a downer, and like these people's lives kind of suck.
Yeah.
And yet, and this is what we all do. We all seek out some sort of little slice of enjoyment for our lives. And at the time, in the late 70s, this is what it was for those people in, in New York. New York in the 70s, it was like fucking war zone. It was like crime was rampant. It was like Times Square, it was nothing like it is today. It was all just like titty bars and peep shows and blah, blah, blah. I mean, an entirely different landscape. I love these kind of movies, and I love that they're still around. The 70s was like so gritty.
Because
you kind of can remember how the world was at that time, but that's
you're right.
What was so great about that movie. It really just shows a slice of life.
Yeah, you're right. It shows the contrast, right?
Exactly.
It's a contrasting type story where it's like yin yang, right? It's like you show the positive, negative, the good, the bad, the ugly, the pretty, the whatever. And I totally understand that, and I totally appreciate that. And in fact, I would have appreciated that even more so decades ago. But like, as I see the world now, it's like you can just look at the news or listen to somebody babble on about politics, and that everything sucks, and it's getting to this level to where if you pay too much attention, or if you're too aware, or if you care too much, then you're going to be let down, and everything is just it's a compounding negative field that we're in right now, and it's just getting stronger every year. So when I watch a movie like this, I'm like, it's like, yeah, I mean, I could just watch CNN right now and get something even worse than this. Like, I'm here to enjoy a film, but that is the point of this. That it's the 70s. It is, it's my fault that I'm watching it in the year 2021. That's on me. That's where the observer lives right now from this movie. But I totally get it. It's not a bad movie.
It's not necessarily a bad thing to watch something from a different perspective in time.
Yeah.
Where we tend to like forget things, or where we just kind of go wrong as a society, is when we stop accepting things within the context of the time period that they were made. And there's been a lot of that where we're refuting history. Stop refuting history. Embrace it. Embrace history. Culture should improve as time goes on. We learn from our mistakes and we get better, but we should not erase the past. We should embrace it, and we should use it as a tool for the betterment of tomorrow. But don't erase it. Continue to use it and look back on it, not necessarily fondly, but and the only thing that comes to mind is enjoyable, as an enjoyable part of our learning process.
Yeah.
So like bad things that have happened in the past, we should continue to examine them, not ignore them, not erase them, I mean, we were talking about this earlier. What were we talking about? We were talking about masters and slaves and slavery and all that stuff.
Yeah, like just terms in the technology field, like a master drive and a slave drive. We're talking about like hard drives inside of a computer connected to a motherboard. It has nothing to do with actual slaves or masters, but the fact that those terms derived from something that was in society that was not good means that we should basically erase any sort of reference to those times. And that means statues, terms, books, knowledge, any sort of thing that can derive from that. But if you think about what science is about preserving any experiment and result that has ever occurred in life.
Yeah, even if it was wrong.
Right, because like if you don't have those results and those experiments, then you'll just repeat it again. So if you forget about slavery, you'll just repeat it again because nobody will know any better. And it's like a duh moment. It's like, of course they will. Like it's obvious. So anyway, that's our little
actually, that's how we got started talking about that topic. The whole slave one Boba Fett ship thing.
Yeah,
that's exactly how we got started talking on that topic.
Yeah.
Fucking history of the world. We are now armed with mighty joint. Yeah, that's
freaking
yes. Darrell, the acronym that was like for the robot kid, and yes, everyone was like, "Oh my god,
Darrell.
Whose name is Darrell? Your name is Darrell. It's spelled different. We don't care. Darrell, you're a robot kid." Yeah, I remember that.
Darrell.
I'd like to erase that history. I didn't learn anything from it.
Nice one.
I kid.
Breakdancing was the only science I knew in the 80s before I heard metal. Nice. Anyway, okay, so that's our political stuff for the week. And I have one more awesome movie that I watched as well, because after kind of being sort of let down, like, I mean, Travolta's acting is awesome. Like, I enjoyed everything about it. It was actually it was shot very well, and the pacing was the pacing was impressive for a 70s movie, because most 70s movies,
hell of a soundtrack,
was just
a great
off,
soundtrack.
like just not on par with my brain, but the pacing was actually very decent, so much that I didn't notice the pacing, that's the way you want your pacing. You don't want people to notice it.
If you start noticing the editing, then it's a bad edit.
And it was excellent. The DP was excellent. The lighting, like everything about it was like, I was like, they put some effort into this movie, obviously. And it paid off. It obviously did very well, but if you want a feel good movie, this isn't the one to watch. Okay. So we kind of wanted a feel good movie after this. We want to kind of, wash it away. But this can't just be any old feel good movie. It has to be a dancing movie from the 80s, because we want to see the real form. Like Kim was like, no, a real formulaic dance movie is that you get a partner, you want to dance, and then something happens. You guys have some friction, some breaking up. You guys don't want to dance anymore, and then the outside world is happy that you're not dancing and whatever. And then something happens that you get back together, and then maybe you fail. And then that third act, by the third act, everything is terrible. And then you break through with an awesome dance routine. You get first place, and then you win. Like formulaic kind of rom-com thing. The 1970s Travolta movie was not that. By the third act, they won the competition, but they came in first. But he was angry that they came in first because he felt like someone else was better than him. And then he was like, man, we suck. And then they were winners, but losers at the same. It was a very weird. It was kind of cool that it wasn't formulaic, but it was like weird. And then they got back together, And then they were like, yeah, we're going to kick ass. And then the movie ended. And you're like, oh, wait, I didn't get to see it? What's happening? And then the credits are rolling and we're just like confused. Like, really? They ended it there? So we had to watch an 80s movie that we knew would just end the way that would make us happy and everything like that. And I'm going to go ahead and play the trailer. I'm not even going to tell you what movie this is. I'm going to play the trailer. And this is the movie we watched directly after it. And it was a load of laughs. It was really good. It was a good time. I don't remember if you've ever, I don't know if you've seen this movie, Darrell, but you can let us know. Here it is.
The girls of Holy Grace have a reputation to uphold.
Day-o. Say day, you say day, you say day, you say day. I'm not gonna let you miss anything.
Hi.
Stay away from him, he's a boy.
We had a deal.
We made a deal when I was 7 1/2. Nightlife with the Muppet Show.
Sorry.
I can do any step you can do.
I hate him.
He's a guy and he's alive. What's there to hate?
He's just, you know? I mean,
Is he gonna call you tomorrow?
I think so.
You are grounded.
We're in this thing together, huh?
You sure are.
The moves, the music, the movies.
Let's do it.
Girls just want to have fun.
Yeah? What? Do you remember that
I've
movie?
never even heard of that movie.
What?
Was that Sarah Jessica Parker?
Yeah. And it had a
shit.
Yeah, it had freaking Joey Lawrence. And what's her name from 90210? Shannon Doherty.
Oh my, yeah. I didn't even know that was a thing.
He's like 12 years old or something.
So I love SJP. Big fan of SJP. I have, and I don't give a
Helen
shit.
Hunt, though.
I don't care what kind of flack I get for this. I'm a big Sex and the City fan.
Okay, yeah.
I've seen it all. I own it all. I've read the books.
Okay.
I've seen all the movies. The movies suck, but the original show was great. And really, the reason I love it is because it was a very specific time in my life. I was with a very specific person, and we watched it together. And I don't know. So there you have it. But yes, SJP loves Sarah Jessica Parker. First thing I remember seeing her in was LA Story.
LA Story. Oh, yeah.
With Steve
By the
Martin.
way-
She plays Steve Martin's like bubbly girlfriend.
Oh, yeah. By the way, Space Cowboy said 3 words, direct to video. It might have been like I'd never actually watched that when it was out, when it was new.
Honestly, when the trailer started, I was thinking, this looks like something I would have watched on Cinemax back in high school.
But you saw Helen Hunt on there,
But
though,
no.
right? It's like,
I
know.
did not recognize Helen Hunt. No,
You didn't?
Helen Hunt was in there.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, it was interesting seeing her. I'm like, that was the one that I'm more familiar with. And I'm like, wow, she's like, I don't know, 16 years old or something. And yeah, that was wild. But it was a fun movie. It was neat, you know? I mean, it wasn't like totally badass or anything, but it was like, you know, it was fun. It was a fun time. It had that happy ending, and you know, It had that dance move that that Dirty Dancing had, where the guy holds the girl up and they're flying. Yeah. But this movie came out in 86, I think, and Dirty Dancing came out in what, 88 or 89. So I think this one came first.
Dirty Dancing? I feel like Dirty Dancing was earlier than that.
Well, here, let me.
What year was it? Dirty Dancing?
87.
Fuck if I know. It was 87.
Okay.
That makes
87.
Yeah.
And girls just wanna have fun. It was 85. See?
God, 85. Jeez.
Let's see if I could find that little dance thing. Because I don't know that anybody's uploaded it to as far as, but you know the move though, but they definitely did it because I was like, what? Oh, here it is right there. Dirty Dancing. Dirty Dancing.
Yeah, and the lake that they did that in no longer exists.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's videos on YouTube of people who have gone back to the locations of Dirty Dancing, and they go to the lake and it's completely dry.
Oh, really? I know the one you're talking about. Yeah. And there was some like cinder blocks where Baby was standing in the water to make her higher, a little taller or whatever. Yeah. Drew says girls just want to have lunch. I forgot about the weirdo. Girls just want to have lunch. Up when I search that.
Roadhouse is a good movie. Roadhouse is a fun movie.
So yeah, those were the 3 movies I watched this week. Had a good time. There's good stuff. I'm thinking about, I got some ideas for some movies for next week. Nothing solid yet, but I did want to thank Papasmoak for buying a shirt while we were in Florida. Is Papasmoak in the chat room right now? I saw him earlier. Let's check out his Instagram. He has some cool Elvira pics, though. So he likes to have like a shirt with like matching shoes.
With the shoes, yeah.
Which is pretty cool. Oh, look at that.
There it is.
That's crazy.
That's so fucking cool. It's got the purple and the,
That's insane.
But, I mean, it wasn't made for that t-shirt. Because if you scroll down, the same shoes are being modeled next to another T-shirt that has similar colors.
But it's like, this is made for this shirt. This is what you would want to like sport. Hey, Papasmoak is in here. I mean, that's cool.
I is here.
I mean, that's cool, man. You got a cool Instagram. I mean, do you buy shirts just because they match your shoes, or do you buy shoes to? It's like, does the egg come first, or is it the chicken?
That's the age-old question.
Oh, that one's cool.
I have fun matching. There you go. See?
Oh yeah. Friggin' Smurfs too, man. Dang.
Randomly, Alabama sucks. Why do you say that? And where in Alabama? Everywhere? You've been to all parts of Alabama, and you can say that they all suck?
Even Lacey Springs?
Lacey Springs.
So, okay, I want to get into one more thing. I mean, I have so many more things I wanted to get into, but I don't know that we want to have like a 9-hour stream. But, I could always save some stuff for next week. But I have this...
Save some for the sequel!
I have this really weird thing. Oh, Space Cowboy!
Lift your midriff up. Yes.
Dirty Dancing Lake is refilling as of July 2020 again. You can have Augusta Swayze lift your midriff up. Nice. As of July 2020, really? So that happened after the documentary we watched about Dirty Dancing, I guess. The movies we watched, I think is what it's called. On the Netflix.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, it was a great series.
Yeah, finding out that it was like that really shitty home video company was the ones responsible for that classic film.
Vestron Video.
Vestron Video.
We got a video of me saying Vestron Video logo. Remember the Vestron Video logo? That was on the end of Evil Dead 2. Vestron Video distributed the VHS, I guess.
I thought Forrest Gump made Georgia awesome. What part of Alabama was Forrest Gump filmed in?
Oh yeah, it was like Montgomery or something. Or yeah, I remember.
Well, the famous scenes were shot in Savannah, right about the times that I was there. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Well, just before I went there.
Just before. Okay, so here's this is interesting. This needs a little context here, I guess.
What's he doing now, folks?
Okay, this is weird.
Eric's about to go off.
Okay, let me start with how should I even start this?
Maybe at the beginning.
AI. You know AI, right? AI. I always love AI. I'm always experimenting and playing around with artificial intelligence. There has been a new development, not with text.
New things have come to light.
Yeah. So usually I'm into text generation, which has always been great with GPT-3 and all the different GANs that have come out. But there is a new GAN out called DALL-E, DALL-E, like Wall-E, the robot, but DALL-E.
Okay.
And this is not for text generation, writing stories and blogs or even screenplays. This one is all about creating artwork. It's all about graphics. That's all it does. And it has been trained on billions of artwork from like comic book artists to oil paintists to everybody, all the classics, everybody you can think of, right? So what it does is it incorporates GPT-3 in the sense of you can talk to it with English language and it will convert what you just described into artwork. So it's pretty simple. So if you just told it an oil painting of a peach with the style of H.R. Geiger, it would do that for you.
It's be
right?
frightening.
Exactly. It would do that for you. And you're like, wow, this is cool, right? You can tell it anything. So I spent just this week, I just discovered this, like I think on Monday or something. So this is a full week of me experimenting with this thing. And after I started playing around with it, I thought, hey, this might be something to actually show you guys. So I started to kind of like gear it towards the show, just to have some fun, fun experiments. So the first thing I did was actually pretty weak. Here, let me show you. Some of them are just weird. This is an AI, of course. So let's see what's happening here. Let me pull up I made a special overlay for this. Let's see, where is it? Here it is. Okay. Let me get the text up here too. Oh, did I just do something weird? Okay.
What the fuck are you doing? Okay.
Okay. All right. So I gave the input. That's all you do is you give it input, right? I just said album cover for Macabre.
Sure.
And what happens is it iterates. And this takes a very, very long time for a computer to do. And you have to have an NVIDIA graphics card to do it. And you pretty much can't do anything else when you're generating this art. So I would only do this art when I go to sleep or when I go to work if I'm leaving the house to go to work. So the first iteration is that. And as you keep seeing iterations, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4, there's 5. And I'll just keep iterating. And I'll keep going. In fact, I'll just hold it down. You're just saying, okay, that's the end of the iterations that I got to. Before I was just like, okay, that's it. So I don't know what this is. It's some sort of like I see some people laying on a field of grass.
Oh, is that what that is?
I think there's some sort of statue way in the back.
There's a statue in the background, and it looks like a
dog or something. Like a newspaper.
Article,
and there's
like
a UPS
attached to some
UPC
sort of
symbol.
like box.
Right.
And there's like a lost dog or something, or
I don't know.
Does that say Macabre right there?
Yeah, I think it actually it's trying to say Macabre. As I iterate through some previous ones, yeah, it's like Macabre, but there's a weird face. I don't know what that yellow text at the top says, but I don't know why there's a UPC symbol too, like a scan.
There it is.
Across all these iterations, it keeps being there. It's so weird. Anyway, so let's go on to another one because that's very strange. This one didn't really work out very well. Let me change the text.
Or didn't.
This one is this is what I gave him right here. Oh, I think I put 2 L's in there actually. 1988 in a nutshell. I was really hoping this would be epic, right? You would think so. You're like, yeah, give us something cool. Okay, here we go. I see the words 1995 and some paper and some newspaper. 1993, 1998. I'm like, dude, this is supposed to be the 1980s. What is this? Now it says 198, 1990. I'm gonna hold it down.
But it looks like
crap.
It looks like French art from like the 1950s.
Right? I think so. Yeah. Ah. That's very strange.
That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah. It's very weird. So yeah, okay. So that didn't really work out. Like I didn't feel like that really was awesome. Like I really wanted it to be. So then I just started, typing in more like epic like statements and stuff, like more epic stuff. So this time I tried a fantasy painting of robots made from VHS tapes. Does that now sound epic?
VHS tapes.
Right? So that's got to be epic. Okay, so
it's a little confusing.
Well, but if like robots made a VHS tape, so it's like VHS tapes, like all rad, like you're all just like, yeah, like I don't know. It seems like it would be a thing that might be cool. Okay, so the first iteration, oh my God, we have like a tower of tapes, maybe labels. We're getting into it. There's some sort of eyeball or something that's forming. So weird. AI gravy. Okay, that's as far as I got to the end of it. I don't know. The head at the top kind of looks like a transformer. There's an arm.
Yeah, so that looks like a robot, and then a stack of books,
Yeah, it's like a book. So it's
There's a
not really
road
like
in
I
the
don't really see
background.
VHS tape. Like I don't see why. Like I want it to be a little more. Yeah. Anyway, so that didn't really work out that great. But you're gonna love this one though. This one is a patent drawing for the tennis racket guitar. Right?
God.
Because patent drawings are very clear and very distinct of how they're black and white. They have to be line drawings that have to be very clear. So then I thought, okay, a patent drawing has to tell the truth, right? Okay. Oh, this is good already. The first iteration, they get it. It's a piece of paper. I don't know what that rock is on the right side, but okay. Oh, this is a guitar forming. The guitar with a racket at the bottom. Almost like a speaker. Oh, there's a second racket forming. Bottom. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, let's see. Let's keep going. They're starting to connect. They're connecting. Well, they're touching each other. What is? Oh, and that's as far as I got. So these iterations. This may take 8 hours or 4 to 6 hours usually to get all the way to do a lot of these. So if I went to dedicate maybe 4 more hours, maybe it would have formed more of a racket guitar. But if I come back here, like that kind of looks like a guitar, and it's just like a guitar with a racket at the bottom. That could actually exist. It could just be a guitar, but the plastic at the bottom of the guitar could just be a racket, and it wouldn't hurt the guitar at all. Like, that could be a thing. I don't know.
I don't know. I like all of these that I've seen. Like they're all like things I've never seen before, and I like them. Like I would have them as prints in my house and hang them on the wall.
Right? See, I want to get better at this. And plus, these are really small. These are 200 by 200 pixels. I have these. The reason they're low res looking is because I blew them up real big on the screen so you can see them. But to make them higher res, you have to dedicate more time. So you're talking about maybe a 24-hour drawing might be a really good one. But 24 hours without using my computer might be like. So anyway, but this is week 1. I just discovered this software, so it's kind of interesting. It's made in the source code is on GitHub. It's free. It's a Python language, so you can modify it. It's pretty awesome. Anyway, okay, so here's another one that I really, really wanted to be awesome. Oh, I so wanted it to be awesome. Check this out, dude. Comic book cover of Motley Crue, illustrated by Todd McFarlane. Yeah! Could you imagine how cool that could be? All right, so let's start it up. Okay, so here's frame 1. Okay. It never knows what to do by the first frame. Second one. Okay, it's starting to... we're starting to see some beings, some hair maybe. I see Vince Neil on the right. Starting to get. I see some eyes. It's definitely like this frame right here. There's a person in there. I see a person. Oh, that's as far as I got. See, I didn't even put a lot of time into this one. There's a white guitar at the bottom. That's clearly a blonde dude on the right. There's 3 dudes, or maybe a 4th one at the top left, maybe. Yeah, that's. I mean, it could be, but I don't understand. Like, I would have to keep generating this to get fine detail to see that this is even like a Todd McFarlane drawing, which could be, but that's pretty amazing.
Crazy.
Okay, so here's one that's pretty simple, pretty freaking simple. E and D. That's it. I was like, what are you going to do with that? Brick wall. Really? Oh, stuff's is starting to happen.
I see E's, I see D's.
Oh, I see an E and a D. What is this thing on the right and the left? Is that an onion on the left? Or is that see an E and D forming? It's like a building or something. What is it? Okay, so it's getting clear. It's animated all the way to the end. Okay. So that's as far as it got right there. So I see the E and the D. I just don't know what it is. And since I gave it no context, it doesn't know what it is either. It just gave it to me. It's like, okay, then here it is. Whatever you want, you get. So then I took it one step further and I said E&D headquarters in Gotham City at night. Very specific, right? All right, here we go. Oh, look at that! And we're already there. The freaking building with E&D on it. That's awesome. At night. I mean, it could be Gotham City. It's kind of, maybe it's Gotham. Gothic. Kind of cool. Okay, so I have a few more. This one got a little out of hand. This one is called Matte Painting of a blonde boy and a brunette boy playing guitar rackets as if they were guitars. Which is basically Eric and Darrell as kids playing, in a music video or something. Okay, so we start off with a gray block again. Start covering it in. Okay, what's going on? Oh, is that a guy on the left side with a guitar and a blonde kid on the right side? Kinda.
Possibly.
Okay. Darrell's foot is turning into a racket. And I think, is that supposed to be me on the left? I'm like blowing up like a balloon. Okay, so there's Darrell on the right side playing a guitar, but his foot is clearly a racket. And that's the last frame right there. That is freaking weird, dude.
It's cool. It's all very cool.
Very weird. Okay, so here is... Okay, these down here towards the end start to get pretty interesting. I like these a lot. This is called The Greatest Band in the World. Tribute. Okay. This one took a lot of iterations to even start thinking about what... Here, I'm going to fast forward. Okay, there's a lot of detail in here, but it's like, what is happening? What is this background? This is interesting, right? It's starting to be someone on the bottom left with a guitar and someone with like braids coming out of their head. Two people maybe sitting in the middle and somebody in the back. And it says 117. Like what in the world? It's like a website is in the back. It's like an old school. Like what is that? And I let this one run for overnight, so there's a stupid amount of iterations on this one. But it seems to not really want to paint anymore. It seems to. Well, now it's really. I mean, what is it? Is that a dude with like yarn coming out of his head? Like freaking. It's some sort of dudes with guitars in the bottom, though. I feel like. Let's see if I can get to the very end and just show you the end frame. That's the very end frame right there. So it didn't really get more clear. It just kept doing the same thing over and over. Nickelback, Drew said. Yeah, it could be Nickelback. They are the greatest band in the world.
Could be Nickelback.
Could be Nickelback. Okay, we have 4 more. Here's one that I was kind of proud of as well. The heavy metal paradox. Like, what does that even mean? How's it gonna portray that? Let's see. Okay, start off with the gray box. Oh, we're starting to get some action. That's a dude with long hair and a freaking orange guitar. Oh, and that's it. With weird eyes. And what is this machine behind him? That got freaking weird. Wild Stallions. That would be a good one to actually insert next time. Is Wild Stallions. Okay. This one. And 2 more. We have 3 more. I'm trying to save the best for last too, by the way. VH tapes in heaven. VHS tapes in heaven. Look at this weird. It's like a. This looks like a Circuit City or something. Like someone behind a counter, and you got some TVs back there. But someone's got wings. And the table is getting really messy. That's it. That's the last frame. So it's just like an angel behind a bunch of VHS tapes. Not really what I wanted to see, but okay. VHS tapes in heaven. That's where they go. That's where VHS tapes die, and they end up there, I guess. So, okay. So I have 2 more for you, and these are pretty interesting. This one I call the Holy Council of Heavy Metal Rock Stars. Because why not? Boom. First frame. Look at these dudes. And there's hardly any frames. There's some sort of organ in the background. There's some holy metal guy in red sitting on the left side. And there's a couple of long-haired dudes sitting on the right side. And various things in the room. I don't know what they are. But I thought that was so intriguing that I went ahead and I did another Holy Council of Heavy Metal Rock Stars with a different seed. And in the software, you can put a different seed, which means it'll generate it differently. Hey, yeah! Space Cowboy! Come on, I can't tap out, mofos. I love you guys. Are you about to tap out? Are you about to go to sleep? Are you about to be out of here? We only got one more.
He already said he was out.
We got one more. We got one more. Here we go. Ready for this one? Okay. You have the red guy on the left, and you have the metal guys on the right, and you got the organ. And I gave this about twice as much time. So you start to see some detail in the organ. There's some like a face, some sort of like a figure. And these dudes are sitting around a table. And in the foreground, you can see a bald head. You see that? It's like a dude with a bald head sitting in the foreground, like closest to the camera. What's that?
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that weird? Why is that guy there? That is freaking crazy, dude. Look at these dudes. I don't know, man. There's something to it. Freaking weird. So yeah, that was that's what I got. That is it.
Those are cool.
Boy. Yeah. I have so many windows I gotta close now. There we go.
I want to use these in some way. I want to if
if not for something on their own, like inspiration for something.
Right. So what you could do is you could have the AI paint something at a high resolution and spend more time with it. Like, what would 7 days do with a high resolution? You could find some really good things. And then you could have you could commission an artist to paint something, or you could do it yourself. But what I found was if you go to Twitter and let's see if I have this bookmarked. I do. Okay, so the software is called Clip App, CLIP-app, and it uses the VQ GAN library. But if you go to Twitter and you do a search for hashtag VQ GAN, then you'll just find other people posting their pictures too. You know, this guy started off with something called The Storm, and it's like, wow, that's pretty cool. Okay, so let's see, this guy did that one. There's a bunch of random ones. You know, people do these. Like this one, it's pretty epic. I don't know what that is. He calls it
I don't know what that is.
Skull of a Living Dead God. Like that's crazy. Like that's what it came up with. That was epic too. But yeah, you could clearly make some actual art with this and hang it on your wall. And hey, there's the Eiffel Tower. Oh, that one's really creepy.
I've been there. You've been there. We've
Where?
both been there. The Eiffel Tower.
Oh yeah, the Eiffel Tower. Yeah.
Separate times, but we've both been to the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah. This one's really weird. This one's Artifacts of the Dream. Oh, it's called The Hand of the Dream Stealer. Creepy. Oh, that's fun. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Electric guitar by Salvador Dali.
I've heard of them.
Neat. So yeah, you can have fun with that. That's freaking cool. AI, man, it's fun. It's fun. Well, you know, I had a bunch of other things planned. It's almost midnight here, and I know you got to work.
Yep.
But I guess I'm gonna just save all these crazy things for next time, because I do have a whole list of things. This was gonna be like a 12-hour episode, but obviously we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do Burton Oates again. So
I spent a large chunk of last week trapped in my hotel watching that episode. For a very specific reason, but I still watched a good chunk of it. I mean, I fast forward obviously because it was 7 fucking hours long.
Yeah,
I couldn't remember how to play a song on guitar, and I knew I had previously figured it out and I'd forgotten. So I went and referenced myself.
Oh, nice.
I accessed some of my previous brain's capacity.
Like, oh, that's how you. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. Oh, I went to that. Okay.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
Nice. So we got new credits. Thank you, Angela, for noticing. Angela. If somebody wants to take a stab at guessing what the credits are from, I always remove the cast, so you'll never see who's in the movie. But feel free to search the electrician. His name is Mel Mack or Roy A. McLeish. Also, of course, we have the hairstylist being Dion Taylor. She's a popular hairstylist. This is a movie from the 1980s. We won't ever tell anyone until someone guesses it correctly, and then you'll know forever. And then you'll be the winner. But until then, we have no winners. No winners.
Yeah, I think this one's going to be a little difficult
tough.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah, it would be tough. Yeah.
Yeah, well. Violator, directed by who? See, you already missed it. Did anybody get it? Did anybody know who this is directed by, perchance? If I told you who it was directed by, which is on there,
that would be pretty easy.
Hey, there's some music here. Maybe you'll know from this, right? Tweedledee.
Oh yeah, that's yeah. I guess there are a few like key credits that will like
Mr.
totally give
Sandman.
it away.
Bring me a dream. Do do do.
Bum, 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 bum.
Summer Rental. Nope, not Summer Rental.
Cutest that I've ever seen.
Boom, 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 boom. Which Summer Rental was fun. That was a fun movie. I watched that one a couple of weeks ago. I bet Darrell can play some Sweet Home Alabama. Can you?
I've actually never tried, but I bet I could.
Let's put him out
look
here.
it up.
Wow, those are short credits.
They're over? They're already over?
Yeah. Wow. 1989, by the way. Short credits. Ferris Bueller. It's not Ferris Bueller. It's not Weird Science. I haven't seen Johnson. How'd you guess, Johnson? Freaking Uncle Buck, baby.
We have a winner.
Wow, that didn't take very long at all. Well, good job, Johnson. Thanks, everybody, for watching another episode of Eric and Darrell Live. And we wish we could pack in all the fun in one night, but we just can't. Peggy Sue got married. That was a good one, too.
You got the. I can't wait to. Oh man, I keep forgetting about that. I want to edit that. I totally forgot about that, and then it just like popped in my mind the other day. I was like, oh my god, we have that. We can cut that together.
Yeah, we need to edit that. Yeah, we'll have, of course, some special and cool on Wednesday coming up on the channel. We'll be back again next Saturday for live streaming, as we always do on Saturday nights at 8 p.m. Central, but this time it was 9 p.m. Central, so sometimes it fluctuates. Join us on our
Gablar
Facebook
from South Africa. Hi. Wow. Thanks for coming from South Africa.
Nice.
I've known quite a few South Africans. I've worked with a couple of guys who were from South Africa. And I got to the point where I'm like, I can always tell a South African because I'm like, I can't quite tell their accent, so they must be from South Africa.
Right. Yeah.
It's not English. It's not Australian.
No,
it sounds a
New
little.
Zealand. Yeah.
It sounds off. South African. It's Afrikaans. Yeah.
Leg.
All that.
It's
Yeah.
Nabucco. Yes. Have a good weekend too. You guys have an awesome weekend. Be good to each other. Rock on. Rock off too. Don't forget to rock on and rock on.
off.
Rock off. So yes, have a good time, and we'll see you later. Cheers to you, lovely people. Clink. Let's hit him with another.
Clink.
Bye.